All right, let's keep going until they come in and kick us out. Let's take a few more questions. So, but really, we do need to ask questions, and everybody else sort of needs to allow them to be asked and answered. Go ahead.
Okay. My question, I don't understand why the mullahs actually had to rig the election when all the candidates were given their approval before they could run. And in terms of the reformists, if the reformists actually came into power, since everybody there is in favor of nuclear weapons for Iran, would it really make much difference in terms of how serious it would be if Iran got nuclear weapons?
I think that you're right. If the reformists came to power, just the same way Khatami came to power in 1997 on the reform platform, we wouldn't really envision major change or a change in nuclear ambitions, right? It's known that everybody in Iran thinks they should have a nuclear weapon because Israel has one, and they feel that they're justified across the board. So in a sense, the reformists wouldn't do anything different. Khatami was a revolutionary himself, and he said, we want to loosen some of the control of these radicals or these conservatives, but we don't want to overthrow the structure. So whether it was Mossavi or Khatami, we weren't really expecting major structural change. But I think these guardians here, these conservative guardians of this revolution, want to be able to monopolize everything from social behavior to economics, and it's about a power struggle. It's about the regime unable to control all segments of society. So it's probably not as ambitious and large as you have us believe, but it is about shifting of centralization of power. But I think Mossavi and Khatami would both say, we're not trying to build a secular state. We're not going to change our ideas from maybe an Islamic ideology to neoliberalism or something else. But it did still threaten those guards of the revolution, those revolutionary guards.
I would just, you could argue that the best case here is that, yes, the reformers are not in and of themselves, by their election or by their ascendancy, going to change the country's nuclear ambition, but they would be much better partners in negotiation. Problem is, you don't have a lot of time, right? So you're now sort of counting on a new group coming into power, and then the sanctions taking hold on them, and you're really running into a clock problem here, which sort of just illustrates the impossibility of this. We've lost a lot of time. We've lost now going on 5 years since at least this regime took power, and so even in that best case scenario, you're still running the clock.
I think to your question on sanctions, when Obama spoke in Cairo and when they took the streets days later, there's a play on, in Persian, there's a play on Obama's name that he's almost like this sort of the savior connected to wind, that he'll save Iran, and they were chanting his name. Weeks into the protest, they were questioning, where is Obama? Where is the United States? The people on the street lost their faith in the administration support, in the free world support, in their fight for basic human rights and democracy. And I think that is a tragedy. I also think that the longer we wait, the price, the horrific price, I believe, just continues to climb. That we can't, I don't think you can contain Iran like we contained the Soviets and the Americans contained each other, because the ideology and the worldview is very different. We've allowed this regime to not only remain in power, I don't think we thought through, if you defeat Iraq and defeat Afghanistan, two of Iran's greatest enemies, what's going to happen to Iran? We knew that they were going to be in a better position politically and geopolitically. Why didn't we plan for this? And the longer we wait out of fear of insulting the regime or upsetting the reform movement, the price just gets higher. And this is not about Israel. Israel is maybe perhaps number one on the hit list. But it's about basic human rights. It's about women's rights, gay rights, religious pluralism. It's about the regimes and the other countries and other societies in the region that are threatened, and their stability will also be threatened because the regime will support Shiite groups in other countries. it's a catastrophe. And the longer we wait and procrastinate, that we also know this from history. This is also, we learn in history. If you allow a reactionary social movement to continue to grow and gain power and perhaps gain a weapon to be contained, we have to act.